Do y'all think that Jack is actually Luna's father? What are y'all thoughts? Let me know down below. But hey, y'all, welcome back to another review of Life with Chess for the Bold and Beautiful January 21st, 2025. Okay, y'all, so first things first, let me know y'all thoughts on this episode down below. Look, okay, so we're going to start with Lee, Poppy, Jack. I guess the first question I was going to ask was, do y'all actually think that Jack is Luna's father? The way they was acting, I would say no, but at the same time, y'all know how they do, so we just gotta wait and see. But okay, y'all, on today's episode, like I said, we're gonna start with Lee, Poppy, Jack. They picked up where they left off, where Lee was questioning Poppy about whether or not she had slept with her husband. She just kept going on and on. I'm like, okay, come on, let's get to it already. Look, I was waiting. I was thinking something was gonna happen on this episode, but absolutely nothing. But yeah, she was questioning her about whether or not she had slept with Jack or not, and she kept telling her no or whatever, and she's talking about some doggone admitted. But yeah, she kept asking her, but Poppy ends up denying and saying it never happened, basically saying the same thing that Jack said, that she's paranoid, it didn't happen or whatever. I said, one way to find out, DNA test. I had read the spoilers because I wanted to find out if they was going to reveal anything that could hint that he was possibly the father, but I didn't see nothing. I think I seen something about on Friday's episode, Lee is the one that's going to be able to announce, or she's going to be the one to announce whether or not Jack is actually Luna's father or not. I said, where they going with this whole Luna father storyline? But Jack ends up coming or whatever, and he was talking about some, I thought that the reason why you called me here is because basically she had a change of heart or whatever. I said, no. I said, no. But yeah, she ends up finally saying, you know, admit it or whatever. You already had betrayed me with Sheila, but this is worse because you and my sister or whatever. And he was like, no, you wrong. He told her she was paranoid and everything. She just kept going on and on or whatever. And he said it never happened. And then he asked Poppy, was she the one that put the idea in Lee's head? And she was like, no, I tried to tell her no. So then she reveals that wait, did I say that part already about that he was Luna's father or whatever? Because first she was just saying, you know, y'all had an affair. She was like, I would always come, I was at work. But she was saying also, I don't know if she was saying just with Poppy or with both of them, but I think she said something about she was at work, and then she mentioned how, you know, her intuition or her gut isn't wrong or something like that. But what are y'all thoughts? Do y'all think she wrong in this scenario or what? Luna, Bill, Liam. Oh, also with Lee and Jack, it's revealed that they divorced. I don't know if I think I had asked y'all one time during that whole concert episode. I think I had asked y'all if they was divorced or not. Luna, Bill, Liam. Look, okay, what's wrong with Bill? Now, last time she was eavesdropping on Will or whatever, I think she bumped into a vase or something like that. And then she was like, sorry, and she told Bill. So why wouldn't he, look, I'd be waiting on him to look up there or something, because she's still over here doggone hiding and stuff, listening to their conversation. I said, what she got going on? At first, I thought it was just Will. I thought maybe she was starting to like him or something like that. But she was listening to Liam and Bill's conversation as well. But okay, with their part, Bill was telling Luna to follow the rules and all that stuff, and she won't be behind bars again, because she was still, first of all, she was still messing with the ankle monitor, and she was saying something about having it on, and she was like, that's better than, you know, being locked up, and she just happy to be there with him or whatever. And that's when he told her, you know, you still have to follow the rules. I said, she been broke the doggone rules. I said, she been broke the rules on day one. I said, she broke the rules on day one. What you talking about? You told her, when you have company, when you have visitors or whatever, she is not to come out. She broke the rule on day freaking one. Or was it day two? But yeah, he was just telling her, you know, follow the rules and you won't have to worry about being back behind bars and all this other stuff. And that's when Leo knocking on the door. He was like, what you doing with the door lock? You never lock the door. He ends up telling him basically, you know, that's what you got security for and all that stuff. I said, so he got security. You mean to tell me he got security? Now I know that he said somebody at the front gate be calling and said that Will was down there before. But yeah, Bill tells Luna to hide or whatever, and he lets did I say that right? Bill told Luna to hide or go, and she went, but she was still peeping around the door or whatever. And I said, oh, how nobody ain't spotted her yet? And the fact that Will and Liam both curious, y'all know anytime somebody get curious, what they do? They either tell somebody that's gonna get to snooping, or they get to snooping. But yeah, he finally let Liam in, and he was questioning him about what he got going on. Is he okay? Like, what is this? What Bill said, let me see if I wrote it down. He said something, He said he could use some me time. He had already said something, if I'm not mistaken, that let Leon know, okay, something's going on. Well, yeah, he was talking about I could just use some me time or whatever. That's why, he ain't been out and about and all this stuff. I said the more he stay in, they gonna get suspicious and they gonna do pop-ups. But at the same time, when he leave, as soon as he leave, Luna gonna get the snooping all around his house. She gonna find a way to get this doggone ankle monitor off and get up out of there, or she gonna do something she ain't got no doggone business. It's only a matter of time. But yeah, Leon was just checking on Bill, trying to see if he's okay or whatever. He kept trying to get him up out of there, just like with Will. So Will and Leon both figured out that it has to do something with what was I about to call this lady? It has to do something with Luna or whatever. And he was like, no, or whatever. And she making faces and stuff. But I said, okay, with Will, she be smiling and stuff. With Leon, she frowning and stuff. I said, what happens if she feel like Leon is becoming a threat to her freedom? I said, what happens then? Finn and Steffi. Now, at first, I was about to say they talk about the same thing, but they ended up talking about Jack and Lee reuniting or whatever at the end of the episode. But yeah, they was talking about the same thing about how Steffi was telling Finn she about to put her plan back into motion about getting forced to creation back or whatever. And he said the good thing to come from all of this is that her parents are back together or whatever. And they was just talking about that. Then Steffi was talking about how Ridge feels and what he finds. Oh, they both was. That's what I was going to talk about. They both were sitting up there talking about the doggone, yeah, he finally realizes that my mom is the one and Taylor is the one and that they belong together. And he finally feel this and he finally feel that. And I said, did he say that? Now, he was telling Taylor a load of freaking baloney. But, like, how y'all know? Then they went to talking about, Steffi was talking about how, she grew up seeing Ridge go back and forth between two homes. First he was with Brooke, then her mama and all this stuff. And she said, I think she was trying to say, that's what led to her to, being with Liam, and the fact that he was going back and forth between Steffi and Hope or whatever. And that's when Finn was like, you ain't got to worry about that with me. You ain't got to worry about that with me. But she was just happy that her parents was reunited. And she was like, one set of parents down. I'm so slow. I'm sitting up here. I'm like, one set of parents down. She talked about Taylor and Ridge. So who else? I'm like, she got some more parents. I'm like, she got some more parents. I'm like, what's she talking about? Then I was like, oh, I know what she talking about. Lee and Jack or whatever. And she started asking him how he feel. Then they got to talking about Sheila again or whatever. Yeah, Steffi was wondering, she was saying she wonders if Lee and Jack will reunite, and asking him how he feels. And he was saying how he gets both sides of it. That, Jack did betray his mom and everything. And his mama can be stubborn or whatever. And then they brought up something about, unless it's one thing that could be worse than, the affair he had with Sheila and everything, or some type of way they said it or whatever. And I was like, so do that mean that he actually is going to be Luna's father, or is it something else? I was like, look, I don't know, y'all. I don't know where they trying to go with this doggone storyline, but we'll see. But I think that's everything. Let me know y'all thoughts on this episode down below. Stay tuned for the next video. Until next time, deuces, have a great rest of the day and be safe.